Dre, 7-1 to start the season with Big Sky Conference play coming up. Just how are you guys feeling going into Big Sky play?
We just want to keep this train rolling. Like the last few years, we've had good non-conferences and kind of had little lulls when we start conference. But we're gonna stay in shape over this break. You know, we're not just gonna go and eat a whole bunch of ham and open presents all 4 days. This thing's a marathon, so we just gotta keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Maizen, you set a career high tonight. Really had things going. 4 for 4 from 3. Can you talk about your performance? What it feels like for you to have such a successful game?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. I know I can do that, so I'm glad I was finally able to show it. And I just came out to play, and whatever happens, happens. And the ball just happened to go in today, so it's feeling pretty good.
Dre, you were plus 35. You really filled up the stat sheet. You had that really nice between the legs. What was your game plan coming in tonight? Trying to switch it up.
I felt the last couple games I got myself in foul trouble early, so I needed to just be smart about picking when to choose and be aggressive. Whenever I do that and let the game come to me, good things happen. And then we just have such a good team that help make plays for me, and I help make plays with them. So yeah, just staying focused and just staying ready to play.
Yeah, as Bryson mentioned, you guys are 7-1, off to a really good start in non-conference play. Does this season feel any different than last season? Does the team feel any different? Do you think that you guys have improved as you've both been here for a while now?
I feel like there's good momentum going into conference. I feel like we've won good games, and we've been in every game. The game we lost, we were right there. So I think we're just learning from the wins and the losses, and we're really preparing ourselves for the conference and who we're playing, so we're ready to go.
As players, when coach goes deep into the bench and he tries out all these different lineups, what goes through your mind? Are you trying to get those guys going, or you're trying to incorporate them into the offense, the defensive scheme?
Games like this are, great opportunity for us to the starters go out there, handle business, and get the younger guys or guys who don't normally see minutes, because it's important, because we're going to need everybody. And they need to get their confidence, and everyone needs to have their confidence, because it could be anybody's night any night.
Did you see anyone specific tonight stand out to you?
I think Martell did a really good job when he came in. I think Nick does a great job coming off the bench, giving us energy, being a good point guard. D's awesome. Damani's solid. Marquise is solid. Spurs. I think everyone did solid tonight, honestly. I think we just got to keep improving little by little.
Yeah, you have this little break now before conference play really starts, and you have all your conference games in a row. How will you be approaching this break? Are there any things you want to improve on before conference play begins that you guys are targeting?
Probably the biggest thing is just staying in shape. It's easy to, be with family and take time off, but like you said, we're going right into conference, so we got to be able to be in shape when we come back and just be ready to get up and down. And to me, that's the biggest thing.
And I'll just piggyback off that. We just got to make sure we keep our end goal in sight during this break. It's important to be with our family and stuff, or whoever we're around. But just stay in shape and keep getting shots up, and we'll be just fine.
Yeah. Dre, any final? This could potentially be your last time going into conference play. Obviously, don't want to talk about the future. Who knows what that look like? But does it feel kind of strange for you thinking about, my senior year, I'm going into my last stretch of conference?
Just like every year, it goes by fast, and you kind of don't realize what's going on until after. But this year, I made a big emphasis just to enjoy the moment, enjoy every game. You don't know when it could be your last this year. I'm just very thankful. I love the group of dudes we have. I love our coaching staff, the fans, the support we have. Everybody around here has been great, and just ready to keep this thing going.
7 games in a row, longest regular season win streak for the program. 8 would be longest total. Just a quick comment on the contest and where you're going from here.
Yeah, good effort today. We wanted to be better than we were defensively on Friday, and I thought we did a good job on the end of the floor. Obviously, offensively, we turned it over too much, but some of that was, I thought we were trying to be unselfish, trying to make too many plays for one another instead of kind of recognizing when we have an opportunity. But those are good things. This group likes each other, and sometimes tries to do too much to play together.
Yeah, Coach, you're riding this long winning streak, and now the real conference play begins. You have that long stretch of conference games. Is this about where you hope to be in terms of non-conference and things, or where do you kind of rate the team now as you head into conference play?
Yeah, I'm all about the process. You know, we're a buzzer beater away from winning all the games in non-conference. You know, and for us, we just can focus on the game in front of us, and that's what we did a pretty good job of. And we were able, just the fact that we were able to get all these games off with the discipline off the floor, and in terms of handling the protocols and all that stuff. Comparatively speaking, we're fortunate to have 8 games in, and that's a testament to our guys taking this virus seriously and all that stuff, and then to turn around and also win in the conditions and all the things that are going on. It's extra special. So this is a good group of guys that really are focused.
Coach, Steve Wooten on Bethesda last game, he scored over 30. You threw a couple different guys on him, one of them being Damani. Were you proud of the way Damani matched up against him? What were you looking for there?
Yeah, they did a good job, you know, and he's a talented player and kind of score inside and out. And he's kind of been doing that on several Division Ones, and so you know we had a little better game plan going into it, you know, with some different matchups we were going to try to take the ball out of his hands a little bit. And to his credit, you know, he forces you to do that, and he was able to catch fire on really Friday and then also Saturday. It seemed like he had good numbers again, and so we were just going to try to make that difficult, and I thought we did a good job of that.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to ask you about a couple players maybe didn't have the biggest roles today, but I'm sure will be important to the team. John Knight III and Anand Moody are both dads, both working on their maturity as they are here at SU. Can you speak to how you've seen those guys grow, especially John as you've seen him here, and Anand as you've kind of taken him into the fold as another one of your players?
Yeah, no question. You know, John is he's a special individual. He's one of the leaders of the team. Has seen as much growth from John in his period here as any player I've ever coached, probably in whatever 15 years. You know, just seeing his maturity and developing not only on the floor but his mentality, which has been great. And you know, he's a great dad. You know, he really embraces the role, and it's tough. It's tough being a Division I athlete and being a father, but he does a great job. And Moody as well. He's you know, very mature for his age. He understands you know, more worldly things, and so both of those guys do such a good job, you know, in their roles as fathers.
Coach, you had a bunch of different lineups out there tonight. Did anyone stand out to you in particular?
Yeah, you know, a lot of guys kind of did. I mean, obviously we have our normal starting group, which is very good. But Nick Fleming kind of got us double digits, which was great. And I thought we got a lot out of a lot of guys. Damani was great in defensive end. Martell came in and gave us a nice spark. He was very aggressive on the glass. So, you know, we had a number of guys that I thought that were pretty good.
Yeah, Coach, you talk about this being an unusual season. At any point, your rotation might have to change, bring in players. Notice you're giving a lot of guys some run today. I'm curious, as you have tight rotation and minutes are so competitive, how you kind of weigh trying to challenge your players to get the best out of them when they're out there versus maybe inspiring some tentativity or them playing tentative in those few minutes that they get.
Yeah, no, and it's you know, here today we obviously played 11 guys double-digit minutes. You know, with that we wanted to get guys some mileage, get them under the lights, and then we kind of got our non-negotiables. It's always a fine line, and you know, usually guys miss shots and all that stuff. We let them go. You know, that's not, no one's trying to miss, but you know, it's the non-negotiable stuff that's not within our framework. And we say, hey, we're always going to be the defensive program. We're always going to rebound. We're going to make those simple plays, not beat ourselves, and that's kind of the fine line. Is okay if we're doing plays that do those things, then we got to get the next man up. And but within that framework, we give them a lot of freedom, and guys did a good job with it.
Coach, you spoke to this just a pinch in your opening statement, but 23 turnovers tonight. It is a season high. Are you trying to make that extra pass? Is that, you know, all the different lineups coming in, guys not knowing where each other are going to be?
We're an up-tempo team. I think they came into this thing, I think guys were really trying to, you know, get others involved. And I think sometimes when you're doing that, you can put yourself in positions with making extra pass that's not there, or you're in the paint and you have a shot, but you're trying to get somebody else going. I thought maybe some of them were in transition where we're trying to play too fast because we really wanted to play fast. So I saw a handful of those, and the charges are always going to be part of our program as much as we attack. But luckily we only had 6 in the second half. We kind of cleaned it up after that first stanza. But in some more too, we some new guys that just they've got a lot of minutes, and you come in and you got to calm down a little bit, and that's why we play some of these games.
Yeah, Coach, you have a bit of a break before your next game against Montana State. Thoughts on how you'll manage the break and work for the guys, as well as the preparation for Montana State?
Yeah, so we have this break, which is great. Normally we give them 3 days; they'll have 4 this year, and then it's on to Montana State prep. And we know what our goals are with the league, and we've got to be really good on this break. We can't be a non-basketball focused break, even on the off days. They still got to make decisions that are going to lead to us being as good as we can be, and guys know that, and I trust them. We have good leadership on the team, so I think we should be better coming out of the break.
Yeah, Coach, does it feel any different this year with the big winning streak? You've kind of already made your statement to the rest of the Big Sky Conference. Does it feel any different than last season as you transition? Do you try and keep the guys from getting too high, anything like that?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We've had very good non-conference seasons these last few years, but it's almost been at the expense of our health. We've always seemed to go into Christmas with 4 or 5 guys laid up or a guy out for the season. We've really had a rough December these last few years, and right now, other than the bumps and bruises of JK's shoulder, or a couple of those type of little small things that should be non-issues by next week, we've found a way to come out of this pretty unscathed, and that's probably the most important thing.
Thank you, Coach.